Hello and welcome to another Shady Raven video. Today I've got another deck profile for you. Now I haven't actually got the physical cards for this yet, as I've just put this together and I just really wanted to share it with you. But I was speaking to a friend on Friday and he just finished making his Relinquished deck. I will put his profile up on this channel soon. But it got me thinking just now, could I make a Relinquished deck myself that was different, worked in the same way of protect Relinquished, use Relinquished to destroy your opponent, essentially, but sort of make it differently, make a different kind of build, and partly make it out of cards that I do have physically at the moment. Obviously I don't have a playset of Relinquished, I don't have a playset of Black Illusion Ritual, but all the cards that I don't have are worth about £2, and I can get them all very, very easily. So let's get on with the profile, and I'll explain my thinking as we go along. So I do play 3 Relinquished. It would not be a Relinquished deck without it. If you don't know what this does, once per turn you can select a monster your opponent controls, equip it to this card. Only one monster can be equipped at a time. The attack and defense of this monster become equal to the attack and defense of the monster equipped to this card. If this card is destroyed by battle, the equipped monster is destroyed instead, and any battle damage you receive from the battle is also inflicted to your opponent. So Relinquished is just really good at dealing damage to your opponent. And if you can equip a big monster, something like that's worth about 3,000 or something, then of course Relinquished just becomes a big beater, which is really nice, and of course is reasonably easily summonable. So I do play 2 Senju. Basically when this is normal or flip summoned, you can add a ritual monster card from your deck to your hand. You would add Relinquished, and 2 Manju. When this is normal or flip summoned, you can add a ritual monster or ritual spell card from your deck to hand. So this will add your Black Illusion Ritual. Black Illusion Ritual, of course, you just tribute monsters on the field that equal their levels equal 1. So you just tribute a Manju or a Senju, whatever. Or you might, of course, have one of these in your hand at once. I might sort of switch around with the numbers of these, but for now they're at 2 each. Then 3 Card Guard. Because this is a slower deck, things like Card Guard work a little bit better. When this is normal or special summoned, you just put a guard counter on Card Guard, and then once per turn you can move that Card Guard counter to any other card you control. And you wouldn't necessarily put it on Relinquished, you'd put it on something else. But I'll come to that later. Now this is part of my thinking. I already have basically a Blue Eyes deck, so I was thinking, could you put in Blue Eyes with Relinquished? I was thinking, well, Relinquished is dark, Senju and Manju are both lights, Card Guard is dark. Why don't you just make sort of a chaos build almost? With dark and light. So 3 Blue Eyes just acts as a big beater. 2 Flamvel Guard, because you can use them for discard, and you can to thin the deck, and you can use them as draw power to thin the deck and to search for your Relinquisheds. Also, it means that you can go into, it's a tuner, so it means you can go into extra deck stuff if need be. Then I thought, I do actually have 2 of each of these, Black Dragon, Colossal Serpent, and White Dragon, Wyvern Buster. They summon each other, essentially. You can't normal summon them, they have to be special summoned. It means that you can quite easily go into rank 4s, and it means that, again, with Black Dragon, Colossal Serpent, if this ends up in the grave, you're building up these lights and darks into the graveyard. And again, just another light, the White Stone of Legend, which also can put the Blue Eyes into your hand. I played 2 of. So I thought, well, just throw in a Blackluster Soldier. So I was sort of thinking around those lines. Then got onto the spells, and obviously play the 3 cards that will summon Relinquished. 3 Dragon Shrine, because the rest of the cards pretty much that aren't Relinquished centered are Dragon centered. This can build up the graveyard of darks, and it can build up the graveyard of lights. So it means that you can go into your Blackluster Soldier if that's in your hand. Then 2 Silver's Cry. Obviously, the Dragon Shrine can also be used on the Blue Eyes. So if you have a Dragon Shrine in hand, a Dragon Shrine and a Silver's Cry, you just dump Blue Eyes and then you special summon the Blue Eyes. So you have an instant 3000 beta. This is all part of the Blue Eyes build that I've got reasonably comfortable with playing with. Then, because you have 4 targets, I would want to play this at 2, but the deck's quite tight for space and I do want this to be at 40 cards. So I play 1 Cards of Consonance. This is to dump the White Stone to get a Blue Eyes to your hand, or to dump the Flamboyant Guard to get to put a normal monster in the graveyard for Silver's Cry. And it's just draw power, so you can get to the Relinquished and you can get to the Black Illusion Rituals. 1 Dark Hole, because that's a staple. 2 Mystical Space Typhoons. 3 I would have put in there, but I just didn't have space. 2 Gagaga Shield. This is to protect the Relinquished. Once per turn, you can equip this to a spellcaster monster, and twice that turn it can't be destroyed by battle or by card effect. So essentially your opponent would have to kill your Relinquished 3 times. Now if you combo that with Card Guard, and put the guard counter on Gagaga Shield, your opponent would have to kill Relinquished, I think, 4 times. Or they'd have to get the guard counter off Gagaga Shield and then kill Gagaga Shield, or they'd have to somehow try and... It's just all together to make Relinquished very, very difficult to kill. Then 1 Mirror Force, because destroying opponent's monsters is fun, and 3 Fiendish Chain, because either you Relinquished might end up being equipped with something reasonably weak, or prevents your opponent from using effects that would somehow kill the Relinquished, or send the Relinquished, or put it back to the hand, or would just allow you to stall for a while, because you might end up with 2 Blue Eyes in hand, a Relinquished, and no Senju or no Manju to get a Black Illusion Ritual to your hand, or no way to no monsters that you could normal summon to tribute for the Relinquished Black Illusion Ritual sort of requirement of at least a monster of level 1. So it's just there for stall. And then I do have sort of an extra deck. This is just something I sort of cobbled together. This is nothing that I would ideally play. It's just a bunch of cards that I either have already, or are cheap, or, could potentially work. Really, I would not go into an extra deck card if possible. Ideally, I'd just be attacking with a Relinquished or a Blue Eyes. But I do play 2 Azure Eyes. I think 3 Utopia. 3 Utopia is quite good for stall. I suppose if you don't want to immediately go to the Relinquished and you have a Senju and a Manju out, you can just go into the Utopia and stall for a while. And Utopia's not a bad attacker either, I suppose. It's why it's in quite a lot of people's decks. If you're really low on life points, you go into a C39. I do play 2 Utopia Roots because there are quite a lot of level 1s in here. 2 the butterfly thing, because it can be in the deck. 2 Cowboy, 1 Black Ship, 1 Gemknight Pearl, and 1 Crazy Box, because I have the card and Crazy Box is awesome. So, no it isn't. It's just in there, because I like Crazy Box. But, yeah, that's the Relinquished deck. I do hope to have the cards reasonably soon. I don't know whether I've said or not that the cards that I need are only about, £1, £2. So, they're not going to be difficult to get hold of. It's just when I get hold of them, which is the problem. And I'm not, you know, full on, I need to build this deck now. I have quite a few decks that I'm sort of working on at the moment. So if I do make any significant changes to it, and I do want to show you, I will show you. I'll put up another profile, probably with the actual cards. That'll only be if there are significant changes to the deck, because otherwise it's just the same profile again. And I will have my friend's Relinquished deck profile up in a few days, whenever I get around to editing it all and putting it all together. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think about the deck, and I'll see you soon. Bye!